Alright, today we're going to learn how to wax our eyebrows. We've got our cotton pads, our mini applicators, spoolie and scissors, aloe, oil, cleansing gel. We're going to be using hard wax, and we've got our assistant Maribel. Alright, let's get started. As you can see, I already have a well-established shape to my eyebrows. I do keep up with them every 4 weeks. So I'm not actually creating a new shape with the wax. I'm just cleaning up around the eyebrows. A word of advice when using hard wax, it does tend to expand when you apply it. So I suggest using mini applicators and using just a conservative amount of wax when you apply it. You probably can't tell from this angle, but I did do some eyebrow mapping. It's an important step that I'd highly recommend, especially if you're creating a new shape to your eyebrow. I'm just cleaning up around it. So I sort of use this mapping as guardrails for where I don't want the wax to go. I will show you on the next eyebrow how I mapped them. Looks like I got rid of all those strays that I have underneath, so I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. Now I'm going to show you how I mapped my eyebrows. I placed the applicator stick just alongside of the bridge of my nose and made a mark to show where my eyebrow should start. Then I rotated it out 45 degrees to show where it should end. And then I placed it just outside of my iris to show where my natural arch should be. I'm connecting these lines to make the shape of my eyebrow, and this is going to tell me where I shouldn't be waxing. I need to wax outside of this shape. Like I said earlier, this step isn't really necessary for me since I already have an established shape, but for clients who have bushier eyebrows or whose shape isn't well established, this is going to help you out a lot. Because once you outline this shape, all you have to do is wax around it. I realized I didn't go quite deep enough in the inside corner of my previous eyebrow, so I'm just going to fix that really quick. The final step in this process is to give your eyebrows a little trim. I'm using a spoolie and a pair of eyebrow scissors. They're very small. What I do is I just brush up with the spoolie, and I'm able to see which hairs are long enough for me to trim. And I'm just giving them a tiny trim. It's always best to be safe with this technique and to take off as little as possible. If you end up taking off too much, you can actually create a hole within your eyebrow, and that's something you definitely want to avoid. This is a really important step that adds to the overall crispness that you see in really nice eyebrows. I've had many wax specialists do my eyebrows where they've neglected this step, and it always looks much worse compared to the ones who actually did this step. So I've completed the trim and I'm just brushing them out to see how they look. Now that I'm done, I can admit to you, this was the first time I've ever waxed my eyebrows. I'm really excited at all the money I'm going to save, and I hope I gave you some techniques that you can use on yourself and your clients.